Y'all know I don't be on here glamorous all the time. And I happen to be doing my facial stuff. So this is what y'all gonna get. But I had quite a phenomenal day. It's been quite a phenomenal week. I know I'm supposed to like touch base and catch up. It's Saturday. I just was uh, didn't have anything from my overflow to give out here, but I had so many moments today. I dare say they were epiphanic, and I'm just like, oh. So where do I begin? Let's go backwards. Let's start with the end of the day. I'm here. I'm washing my face. I'm chit chatting with my son. We're laughing, but I'm also like contemplating all of the people that I have interacted with over the years, and I'm just like questioning. They've been very interesting individuals, but I literally seen, and I will describe what I've seen. But anyway, I was just wondering, like, so I watched a documentary today, and the documentary definitely stirred up things within my spirit, and so I was excited about it. And I was like, using it as an opportunity to educate my son. I became educated, and I'm just like, whoa. And then a brother came. He was a visitor, and he's of the the bloodline of these amazing, powerful people. And I was just like, ooh. So they have a terminology that they call coon, and I typically use the terminology Uncle Tom. And what Uncle Tom is, love you too, Jay. You too. Oh, can you pour some bleach down the what you call it? Thank you. So Uncle Tom is somebody that looks like me, melanated. I mean, don't look like me at this moment in time, but they're a melanated person. They could come from any class, and like middle class, lower class. They come from any class of society. However, they are puppets. They are puppeted by money. They're puppeted by titles. They're puppeted by prestige and privileges and things of that sort. They're puppeted like with those things. And how it was described in the documentary is like they will accept trinkets for the price of the collective. Like they would accept having this title or having this prestige. They would accept having that and having those privileges for the sake of other people's like livelihoods and lives even at times. And it's just like, so the documentary is called 1804, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I probably should have had the paper or something. But what's important is not the name. What's important is they talked about the revolution of Haiti. I love to say it like that. Haiti sounds so much better than just Haiti, right? Haiti. Haiti sounds like a bite, like I ate. Anyway, I have the silly shenanigans. So I always just felt a really closeness with Haiti people, and I always end up relatively near them wherever I go, relatively near them. And it's a familiarity. It's the best way I could describe it. It's a spiritual familiarity that occurs between us, and there is a big question mark on my grandfather's lineage. I did meet my grandfather, but he passed on when I was very young, and I don't have a lot of information on his lineage. I just know that he was strong. That I know because his sister was strong, and his sister is the one who raised me for the first 10 years of my life and instilled these timeless values in me. Like, I was sewing today. I was sewing today, and I felt good. I'm about to start making my clothes, my own clothes. This was about to happen. And I'm going to have really good fun with it. I don't want to get too far off subject, but I do want to learn how to use a sewing machine. I do have an antique sewing machine that I bought, but yeah, the sewing machine is just gonna make making stuff easier. But I like to create, so sewing. It was fun fixing my pants today. I don't even know how they ripped, but I think they probably just ripped in the washing machine, like on a, I don't know, maybe whoever stitched them didn't stitch them. I know they didn't stitch them right because they didn't double stitch them. But anyway, and they used thin string. But let's get back to the point. So I like going over the individuals, and I'm like, oh, these individuals were giving coon, like they were giving coon mentality. They're very much giving Uncle Tom behavior, and they were of different um, classes. They were different classes, and it's just like, whoa, wait a minute. Like the Uncle Tom behavior is way beyond the surface. And so what I noticed today, right, with this one in particular individual who, for many years, I just assumed because of the connection being so strong energetically that, but my ancestors, whoo, they don't play about me. They don't play about me. They don't play about me. Okay, they don't play about me at all. I can be about to walk off a cliff, okay? And they will catch me so that I dare not shatter anything, okay? That's how they do me. That's how they do me. That's how they do me. They keep me covered, and my all my loved ones, they keep covered. You know, they cover my son as well. But yeah, this individual, like, it was just so, and really what they were doing mystical science. Let's call it for what it is. Like, you know, they were doing mystical science. They are in different orders that practice mystical sciences, rituals, and all of that stuff is what they do. And so, I remember from a very young age that these individuals would be chasing me in my dreams. And I don't know if I've shared this before, but in the dreams, I always associated them with the TV shows I would see. So you know how the TV shows back in the day, cop TV shows or movies, whatever, the FBI, CIA would be dressed in black suit with black tie and a white shirt. This is how these individuals would be in my dreams. So I was just wondering, like, what the heck? But then in 1927, I recognized from paying the fuck attention that they were not the FBI or the CIA, obviously. They were these individuals that were part of these orders and these different communities, fraternities, I dare say, for lack of a better word, and practicing these mystical sciences, and the language that they use is very, if you listening, is very obvious. They go after light, they seek light. And I was a light they were seeking. They're not supposed to be seeking the light outside themselves. They're supposed to be seeking the light inside themselves. But because the sciences has been infiltrated and colonized and used to puppeteer individuals, they don't recognize they're supposed to be looking inside. And some of them look outside. And a lot of them look outside. And they utilize the rituals and the information that they have to do that, and that's why I consistently saw that. And then it's so interesting because, like, literally this individual that I was presuming to be my twin flame, um literally, I remember them chasing me in a dream. And I've had so many various dreams about them and with them, but I remember them particularly chasing me in a dream. And I slowed down. And the other ones never caught me, but I slowed down for him to catch me. Right? And that's how basically it's been for the last decade. I've been caught up in this whirlwind, feeling these deep emotions, feeling these magnetic pulls, getting these different directives, I dare say. I don't know what else to say. This is what it is. And just like, you know, that's what it's been. That's what it's been. And it just came to me today, like, oh my God, is this person a Uncle Frickin' Tom? Like, I remember when the pandemic came and everything, and I I go within. Whenever there is anything that is of seemingly challenge on the outside around me, I'm going within. I'm going into my spirit guides. I'm praying, and I'm allowing that to guide me, and it always makes sure that all is well. So I made a decision, and I'm not going to talk about the decision I made, but I made a decision. I stuck with it. I'm glad I stuck with it. But that individual would be like sending me messages and suggestions that I should go against that decision, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not. No, thank you. Mm-mm. Y'all can forget about the history and the biochemical warfare. Y'all could conveniently act like that shit never fucking happened, and it is like it's not happening. But no, thank you. Uh, Gaia got me. If you wonder who Gaia is obviously the Earth. So anyway, it was very like it was very it was very good for my spirit. This is very good. So now I did hear of, and I can't even think of her name right now, but it was a lady. I want to say her name was. I can't think of her name. It was like it's gotta come to me. What was her name? Mama. Oh yeah, yeesh. I can't think of her name. Mama. I can't think of her name. Oh my God, it's like right there. But she was basically a priestess. She was a priestess, and she was a big part of the revolution. Ironically, they did not mention her. They did not mention her because I would have recognized her name if they would have mentioned her. But I remember when I first saw like a depiction of her and where I was at a place called Bread of Life. And I think one of the people who worked there had a picture of her. When I tell you it resonated so deep with my soul and spirit, it was just like, shh. And she basically, but there was more than one. And that's what I learned today, that it was more than one priestess who was very influential in the revolution of Haiti and for Haiti getting their independence. And unfortunately, that divide and conquer stuff happened, and they are where they are right now, but they don't need to stay there. That's the wonderful thing. They do not need to stay there, because the people are tapping in, even though they've been brainwashed religiously, to where they think that their own cultural system is demonic when it's not. Um, it's okay. It's okay. They're gonna be okay. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. Because there are communities, and there are hundreds and thousands of people who are pouring legitly with good intentions over there, and the earth receives that energy, and Gaia is gonna do what Gaia does. So they better stop playing around. They better stop playing around. But with that being said, yeah, I was having that thought, like, oh my God. And then there's individuals that like really took it lightly, like like seen this, and it's not something new. It was something during you know whose last administration. I'm so glad this is really his last administration. But it was something during that last administration where you know people were talking about over there, and I'm so glad they did. I'm really glad I saw it. But here's some of the epiphanic stuff that happened. So people just said things that I've said, and I was just like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. My silly shenanigans. No, but seriously, there are. I'm realizing in my peopling and dealing with corporate stuff because academia is corporate too. You know, there's hierarchies, there's systems, and I get the systems as long as the systems are working to benefit people and not just a group or clique of people, but the general student body and also the faculty, like everybody. You come into work, people are coming to get their education. You shouldn't be forming these little, I mean, if you're going to form a club, but don't form a club and try to keep resources away from people because of your perception of them. Like, no, that's unacceptable. And this one right here, I'm going to write about it. But I have resolved that people are going to be who they are, and I'm going to be who I am. And I'm not even taking offense to what they are doing. I am still being cheerful, happy, healthy, grateful, and I don't look at what they're doing even as erroneous or discriminatory or wrong. I look at it as challenging people that I am going to love anyway. That's what I look at it as. Like, I'm going to love you anyway. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to, like, chop it up with you or anything. But I'm going to recognize that you are here. You're here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. And everybody does have divinity within them. So whether you choose to actually tap into your divinity or not, that's up to you. That's not up to me. That ain't none of my business. But the very fact that you have divinity in you, the divinity in me is going to honor the divinity in you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple. Watch me transform. Watch me get better. Because that's what I'm working at. That's my purpose of being there. Is to improve, to grow, and to be of service, and to know that I feel like there's a space, and I know it's not, I don't want to sound selfish or self-centered, because I know the space is not just for me, but to have a space where I feel like I can be me, I can be all of me, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I was hesitant. I was resistive. Even most recently, I was hesitant and resistant. I was just like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And know what I'm saying, oh God, I'm definitely not talking about a person in the sky. I'm talking about the divines. I was just like, okay. Like my nerves is like, okay, can you trust these people? Can you trust these people? Okay, you trust these people. And I'm just like, I'm gonna trust these people. I've already freaking trusted the wrong people, and I have already decided, listen, really, the people that I trust, I won't say I trusted the wrong people, but I will say that I perceived individuals to be something that they're not, just because they look like me and just because they had a position of authority. I figured, oh, this person wants the best for, this person, that person, da da da. And really, not saying that they don't want the best for people, but they have other aspects to them that is just like, ooh, that's what you doing? Mm. I'm all for sexual liberation, right? But I see sex as a sacred science within itself. You're exchanging body fluids, you're exchanging energy with a person on a whole nother level. So that should be something that is contemplated and done between two mature in their right minds, consensual adults, not one that's in a position of prestige that's trying to, you know, like, yeah. I think I touched briefly on it in one of my other episodes, my recent episodes, because they tried to um, they failed, but they tried to. And it's like, sir. I call him B Diddy because B Diddy definitely was an individual like that, and he tried to redeem himself. But here's the thing: you can't decide. I'm not saying that you can't redeem yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are a coon, if you are Uncle Tom, do you know how much stuff you got to do to redeem yourself? Do you know how much? You got to do a lot. You got to do a lot. First of all, you got to stop your Uncle Tom foolery. You got to stop that. That got to stop. That don't just stop and then all of a sudden you are just welcome with open arms. No, 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 no. We don't trust you. You're not trustworthy. The only people that trust you is the people like you. But those who ain't like you, those who have a level of integrity, those who will say, you know what, I know where my source comes from, so I'm not going to worry about man taking away man stuff. They try to take away my little coins. They try to take away my little coins, baby. Sure did. Sure did. But guess who was there? The divine is always there, active. And I was guided and I obeyed my guidance. And then after I obeyed my guidance, I had to have a reality check on myself and say, if my ass wasn't fucking being resistive, being untrustworthy, I would have been there. But everything happens in divine time. So I know everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen. But still, it was frustrating because I was just really trying to figure out what is the issue. Some people loved me being in this space. They reached out to me. Our energies connected. It was great. Other individuals were kind of like, hmm, she's too happy. hmm, she's too cheerful. Hmm, how dare her be uh, walking around with a cane, happy. How dare her be singing? Like what? Sing too, but like you could. Me singing ain't gonna stop you from singing. Sing too. Shoot, let's have a choir. Let's have a chorus. Let's make a joyful noise. But instead, they had their own stuff they were dealing with. And my presence was making them feel uncomfortable. And it wasn't just my presence that was doing this, because it was presence of other people. And it's ironic how I had just got there, but people were confiding in me. Not really ironic because people confide in me all the time. But I heard from multiple people that the lady, and ironically her name was Ruth, and ironically that was my mother's name. Now I know the lady wasn't my mother, but I'm just saying it's a coincidence that's a little bit, you know, this is just a coincidence. And the fact that she was just like, okay, no, I'm not going to be going back and forth. And she had the opportunity to if she wanted to, but she was like, I'm about to find something else better to do. And she got on with her good old life. Like, she's like, okay, I gave you this amount of time, boom, 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 boom. Give me my pension, give me my retirement. I'm going to go live my best life. But deuces. She's probably somewhere on an island sipping a fucking cocktail right now, getting her feet rubbed by some muscular dude. And I hope she is. Go live your best life. You have served this institution. You put your all in it. You put your good in it. What you put into it, that's okay. It's still there. You don't got to be there to see it. You could always come back and visit, which I'm pretty sure she is. I guarantee you I'm going to meet that beautiful soul that I keep hearing good things about. But that other soul that that needs, I guess, extra love, and that has went to certain, I don't like it, da, 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 da. Listen, I'm not here for you to like. And the moment that individual started to stir up stuff, they brought binoculars to the department, trying to bring binoculars to me. I am good, baby. I'm good. I am good. I am good. I am good. I'm better than good. So, I had to deal with all of that stuff, and I just refused to be a puppet on a string. They attempted to put me another space in place. But see, I know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a whole different everything. But at this point, I don't even want to work there no more because, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay where I need to be at. I like peace. I like peace, and I get that there's gonna be challenges at times, but I'm good. I'm good here. This is closer. It works better for me in every way, shape, form, and matter. I could just be me. I don't have to worry. I ain't bringing too much brightness to a space. Like what I have added to that space is there. The love is there. The joy, the peace is there. It's there already. So now I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna go sit down, but I'm not gonna be just sitting down, twiddling my thumbs. On top of my studies, I have goals and I have ideas, and I want to learn more about how different structures and systems operate, so that I can be of best service and also educate others. I know that I'm being ushered into that realm of education and being an educator, and I appreciate, the honor to do that as it unfolds the way it unfolds. But with that being said, it was just really, really a good day, and it's been a really, really good week, and I'm excited to see how things unfold. I know you're wondering, what am I looking at? I'm looking at this this conference that's coming up, that's on spirituality, and the way my wall is structured right now. I have the flyer, and on top of the flyer, I have a divine feminine reminder from a tarot deck. Oh. I used my tarot deck as my first tarot deck at that. My first tarot deck is one of women, of various women, and I've used it as like affirmation cards. They're all over the house. They're all over the freaking house. But they remind me always at the right time, the right thing, and I'm appreciative. I'm very appreciative. So I ain't gonna stay up. I gotta wash this off my face. I don't even know if I'm gonna wash the soap off. I might wash it off in the morning, because I'm like already in the bed. I do need to get up. I need to study. I don't really know. I don't want to study. I don't want to do my homework. I don't want to do my homework. I don't want to do it. So many things are going on at the same time. So many things. But it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I'm not going far. I have some lemon juice. I'm gonna enjoy my lemon juice. I'm gonna actually create like a lemon tonic with my lemon juice, and then I'm going off to La La Land. I'm gonna put on some positive stuff, probably some Michael Beckwith, and I'm grateful. Really, really, really grateful. If you're new here, this is just a vlog. A vlog is just like a video of a person discussing their day. This wouldn't be considered a regular episode. My regular episodes are typically Saturdays when I do Soulful Saturdays. I'm currently reading from a book called Seat of the Soul. And I just encourage all of whoever watches this, whenever you watch this, to be mindful of yourself, be mindful of cools and Uncle Toms. They're clever, and they're not always really obvious, because they'll be doing things like this particular person I'm talking about, that I was just like, is that person an Uncle fucking Tom? Like, this person gives, like, they give in the community. They do things, but just because a person is giving doesn't mean that they're not being puppeted or looking to puppet others. And so, shout out to my ancestors for keeping me, like, even when I was stubborn, even when I just was like, nah, I'm gonna listen to what they saying. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. It's been 10 years and ain't shit happening. What the fuck are you listening to? They're bullshit. Girls, bye. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. They ain't serious. They ain't serious. You know, and it's all good. Like, I see their comrades kind of give me the, I don't even know what to call their response. It was two in particular today that their response kind of was like, a word? Oh, y'all don't feel the same way towards me no more? Because I ain't stressing y'all homeboy. I ain't stressing y'all brother. So now y'all got love for me? When I was not only non-judgmental, but um, giving you information, thinking about you, just genuinely, but you don't appreciate that because of your camaraderie. I hope I said that word right. You don't appreciate that because I have decided, I have made a decision. I am saying yes to the best that the universe has to offer me, the best that God has to offer me, the best that divinity has to offer me, that is going to support and allow me to serve at my best capacity. You got a problem with it? Oh, y'all ain't got feelings? Oops. What did y'all think? I mean, just what did you think? You could not manipulate me. Oh, I know what y'all thought. Y'all thought I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It was like, what? But you ain't got this. You ain't gonna do that, and you ain't even got this. What I do have is me. What I have is my principles. What I have is my heart. What I have is my soul. That's what I do have. What I have is my awareness of me, my self-awareness is what I have. I had a conversation with a 21-year-old today who told me that that's what they do. They're always self-aware. What? To hear that from a 21-year-old? And not only that, that wasn't the only young genius that I interacted with today. I interacted with a poet who writes and speaks 4 different languages. What? 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 Mm-mm. I'm in the right place at the right space. And I know there's some refinement, okay? Inner and outer of me. I feel it's always going to be. Even when the acne scars are gone, even when the hip is flexible, like, I'm thinking, I watched Dr. Be Serious today. I'm going to see if I can find a link and put his link in the description. You gotta check him the fudge out. But I'm going to dare to do his cleanses and continue to get I'm back on the track of exercising. I kind of fell off a little bit, but I'm back on, and I want to see. I want to see if I can literally restore my mobility, flexibility, muscular strength, and flexibility without surgery. You know, if I could do that, all of that I just said without surgery, even though it might take some time, it might take a year or so, yo, it would be, first of all, so worth it. Second of all, so freaking astounding. And third of all, just So, yeah, I'm gonna put Dr. B's link in the description. I'm also gonna put my links to my merch. Get some merch if you're interested in the matcha tea that we support here at the SupaTea Podcast Show. I'm half asleep right now. I don't know what I'm babbling about, and I'm gonna get off before I babble too much. To the left, to the left. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my ancestors, and I'm literally seeing transformation like happening, and I don't know what to say about it, but thank you. That's all I know how to say is thank you. It's happening all around me. It's happening with my family, and it's showing, and you can feel it. You know what happened internally first, but the outside is reflecting it gradually, and all I can say is thank you. You see my eyes is heavy. I'm gonna close these pretty brown eyes. Yes, I know that you see me. It's a let me take my mind, babe. Y'all have a good one, everybody. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get those links in right now because my eyes feel like this. Quite comfortably, quite freaking comfortably, quite comfortably. What a week. It's Thursday. I don't think my homework gonna get done, but we'll see. Cause I'll wake up to go to the ladies' room in the wee hours of the morning, and perhaps then I'll be like, "Ha, Eureka! Let me do some homework. Let me do some homework." What I really need to do is plan out my study time again. Like I need a schedule. Ah. I need to abide by the what I have, either or both. With that being said, stay in school and complete it. And it's never too late. Thank you. I'm gonna put the links in the description tomorrow. It's gonna be loading anyway on private. So when I do publish this episode, that's when I'm gonna put the links. Right now I'm about to press that X and drink my lemon tonic and go to La La Land because La La Land obviously is beckoning me, summoning me. So I'm gonna answer the call. I shall return. Thank you for tuning in to the Super Tea Podcast Show. Later, y'all.